to shake, rattle, and troll.
It's time for the award-winning Shake, Rattle, and Troll.
Here's to everybody, grab your favorite pole. Me and the boys gonna shake.
A show for the serious fishermen as well as the novice looking for tips from the pros.
We got the power, we got the speed. We're running wide open on a midsummer breeze. Freshwater, saltwater, watch out, boys. Bass Daddy Don's gonna make some noise. It's me and the boys gonna shake, rattle, and
Now, here's your host, saltwater fisherman, the man that fears no fish, Bass Daddy and Tournament Pro, Don McDowell.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm Don McDowell. Welcome to Shake, Rattle, and Troll this morning. We appreciate you listening, tuning in. We've got a pretty hard-hitting show. My wingman is back here with no wings.
Oh, thank you, Bass Daddy. Yeah, I'm back.
We have some breaking fake news. Did you know while you were in the woods that Kentucky Fried Chicken has the Hillary meal deal going on now? $6.95. You get 2 fat thighs, 2 small breasts, and a bunch of left wings.
I knew it.
And the guy behind you pays for it.
Exactly. Yeah. Wally Cahill, what a good friend. We go back a long ways. This is Mr. Hot Rod Off-Road. If it's got wheels, he knows about it. Marketing and promotions manager from East Valley Nissan.
That's right. Hey, I'll tell you, we're out there at East Valley Nissan pumping the Titan, and that's why I'm here this weekend. If you're looking for an off-road pickup, if you're looking for a hot rod pickup, you need to get out to East Valley Nissan.
Nice. And where is that?
Oh, US 60 in Superstition Springs out in Mesa, Arizona.
Easy drive.
Easy drive out there at 6354 East Test Drive. What a great place to be.
Test drive?
Yeah.
That's the wrong place for a guy named Wally Cahill.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, look for the donut marks right out in front of the dealership. You know I've been there.
We're going to continue our bass fishing education with the Professor Jerry Tate. Thanks for coming down this morning.
Good morning, Don. It's nice to be here.
You want to go test drive Nissans this afternoon?
Well, you bet.
Yeah, push on the gas and fly right by. Yeah, I like
right.
it.
We can put some more of those donuts in the road down there.
I'm in.
Okay.
I want one just to go up north. I'm tired of the Prius going up those hills. Although Donnie was kind enough to take his rig up to the top, so that helped a lot. But I'd like to have a truck just to go to the top of the hill again.
Well, I believe we can fix you up.
Yeah.
4-wheel drive.
It's been a while.
He wouldn't know how to act. 4-wheel drive
Prius,
and
right?
shooting a center fire weapon. That's just not JK. Well, I'll tell you what, we've been seeing these Nissan trucks, very stylish. The thing, you know me, I go back a long ways driving all kinds of pickup trucks, especially with the Cummins package. And the great news about this particular truck, they're ergonomically correct from a driver's standpoint, which is important.
Yes.
I spend a ton of time, like you, like JK. How many miles you put on that other Prius? Almost 300,000.
Yeah, it was 285 when I totaled it. Now I just crossed over 100,000 this weekend on the new
That's
one.
the buzzword.
Okay, so we were talking before we went on the air. He's getting terrible mileage with the Prius, almost like 15 miles to a gallon less than.
How's that even possible?
I don't know. I mean, because I drive them hard too, and I still get 50, 51, which is pretty normal for a Prius, and he's getting
36.
What?
30, yeah.
Yeah.
It's his lead foot.
I don't think you could. There's nothing in a Prius to press on.
Wait a minute. Whoa. I put it in hyperdrive. That's what it does.
Yeah, there you go. You probably got your hair dryer plugged in. That's what the problem is.
Oh, okay. That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. No more. I've had it. I'm going back to the mountains.
You really stepped in it today.
Yeah. Thank you, Wally.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Well, Wally, that's great stuff. We've got kind of a Nissan family. My son's had 4 Armadas, and aside from the Nissan trucks, boy, what a great vehicle.
Oh, the Armada's great. If you're looking for an SUV, and everybody, if you're a gangbanger, or if you're, one of the boys in the hood, you're going to go for the Escalade or something. The meat and potatoes, if you're really looking, for a family vehicle, the Armada's great. I mean, it'll go hands down better than any Chevy, GMC, Cadillac, or anything. I'll guarantee you that. But it doesn't come with spinners. That's the problem.
Oh,
really?
dear.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Aftermarket.
Yeah. So you got to go aftermarket on that. But no, the Armada's good. But talking about the Tundra, I think you were alluding to the fact that maybe we offer a Cummins diesel version of it too.
You know, I'm excited about that. I'm a Cummins guy. What I happen to be driving right now is 352 plus thousand miles.
It's barely broke in.
You know, virtually trouble free. The problem with that is everything else is wearing out.
Right. What's wrapped around it? I mean, the Cummins motor is by far, hands down, the best diesel motor out there, in my opinion. And I've tested a lot of them over the years, and the Cummins is pretty much bulletproof. And when you wear it out at about 300,000 miles, you want to go in there, maybe re-sleeve it, new sleeves, new pistons, and everything. But the problem always is, what's it wrapped in? Is it going to last? Is it going to last? Yeah.
There's going to be fenders flying, but they're dropping off.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, that's a great motor package. They have obviously 3 or 4 different gas packages, but you know, I want to get back to the ergonomics. As much time as we spend, we're a mobile society, and everything within that Titan is designed around the driver. You're a race car guy.
Yes.
You get it.
Yes. Well, probably the biggest thing that I like, and it's got nothing to do with performance, is the center console and the fact that you can fit your laptop. The center console is about the size of your desk. So if you're working out of the truck like you're talking about, contractors really, really like it. In fact, the commercial department out at East Valley Nissan, Gary Irvin out there, he can hook you up. I mean, so if you're looking commercial or if you're looking, just general public, but the commercial has a whole different deal, different packages. You can outfit them the way you want them, no matter what your job is as far as construction, ladders, whatever you need. They offer a package for it. So it's really pretty good. And then if you jump back over to the consumer side, so to speak, and maybe you don't want the diesel, maybe you want that 390 horse, 5.6 liter gas motor in there.
There you go, JK.
Yeah. Raised up 4x4. I mean, it looks good and drives nicer.
We have some interesting demographics here. About 76% of our listenership is right in that 25 to 54 range. The bulk of them are hook and bullet guys. We hunt, we fish. We either need 4-wheel drive or we need a tow package to haul toy haulers, boats. You get it.
Right. They come pre-set up, all the towing packages. All you do is back up to your boat, back up to your trailer, plug it in, trailer brakes, lights, everything you need. I mean, it's a gas and go kind of thing.
Where's the best place to find you guys?
Best place to find us is
Test Drive.
On Test Drive at eastvalleynissan.com. You run over to the website, or you call out there 480-324-8800. Ask for either Jesus, who's the general manager, or Manny, that's the general sales manager. Ask for either one of those guys. Get a hold of them. Tell them you heard it here on Shake, Rattle, and Troll. You heard Wally this morning talking about the great deal they were going to get. Tell them they want the Wally deal.
The Wally deal.
Wally deal.
Does that come with fries?
Yes. Yeah. And the guy behind you pays for it.
Nice. Wally Sanders.
And it's kind of easy to remember. You just go, oh, Jesus, Manny.
Yeah. If you wonder what's going on, just always think, what would Jesus do?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Right? You can have a conversation with Jesus, yes, I know.
Don't call me, 480-324-8800. Don't ask for Don.
Not happening.
Aside from the trucks, what other cool packages do you guys have out there? I know there's a lot of sales going on and that kind of thing.
Like I said, we're pumping the Nissan Titan, obviously, but we also have the Ultima. Got Ultima sales. If you're looking for just a good car that gets better mileage than that Prius that he's talking about, without the scorn from all the other drivers driving down the road that you get. You get kicked to the curb with that Prius. Get an Ultima. We can put you in a Nissan Ultima. Seats 5, gets about 34 miles to the gallon, loaded down. It's not a problem at all. If you want to step up, you go to the Maxima. The Maxima is really approaching, a Lexus as far as I'm concerned when you drive them, and I drive them all. Yeah. So,
Wally, I'll tell you right now, my next vehicle is going to be a truck.
There you go. Titan.
All right.
Titan.
This weekend, today and today only, we'll slip you into a Titan and a pair of big boy shorts.
hey, maybe the racing shorts, the ones with the skid marks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's all good. Hey, we're going to stand down, thank some of our sponsors if we have any left. And we'll be back more with Wally Cahill, the Bass Professor, and JK.
I'm going back to the mountains. Screw this.
Welcome to Shake, Rattle, and Roll this morning, buddy.
Catch us if you can. Time to get a move on. We will yell with all of our might.
Yeah, man, catch it tight if you can. Hey, we're back visiting with Wally Cahill from East Valley Nissan, talking about the Titan pickup trucks now available with a Cummins motor. Great news. Listen, I've looked real hard at this two-wheel drive single cab. Do you offer four-wheel drive and extended cab?
Absolutely.
4 doors.
Well, and I know where you're going with it. You got a lot of smelly friends.
I do.
You know? And we're sitting here with most
I
of
have
them.
one right here.
They offer a 4-door crew cab into 4x4.
Yeah, man.
You know, or two-wheel drive also, you know, if it's a work truck. But probably the biggest thing that I like about them is the electric rear window. You know,
Very
so
cool.
you know, when we're talking about hauling your smelly friends around,
Draft.
yeah, a little bit of backdraft helps.
Yeah.
But yeah, plenty of room back there for 3. What I also like about it is the way the seats fold up. They got a fold flat little compartment that goes down on the bottom. And imagine you put the seat up, say you're not going to have your friends with you, you're going to have cargo back there. Maybe
Yep.
you got a bunch of gear to haul. You go ahead and you drop down that fold flat. You got a flat surface to put everything on, so you don't have any lumps or bumps or anything. So you
can't tell you how many times, and you can attest to it. You pull up the launch ramp, get in the back seat, take a nap.
Yeah, well,
Absolutely.
there you go. Throw your sleeping
Or on
bag
a
back
turkey
there.
hunt.
Yeah. Well,
If we had a turkey tag.
yeah.
I still do, and I still have 2 weeks, so don't go there.
Roger that.
You need some help.
But no, 3 people fit in the back. You know, 6 if you stack them.
Nice.
But we've got that. You got the 6-foot bed and the 8-foot bed. So depending if you want to go, you know, with the long or the short bed on that too, depending on what you're going to haul back there.
Short for me is good.
Yeah. Well, I'd say short is good. Towing package is good. Crew cab, you can't beat the crew cab. And like I said, probably the biggest feature is that electric rear window. That all you do is you go ahead and just crack it a little bit and get everything going out the back.
Okay, you're available with the Cummins V8. Do you have a 6?
Yes, 3.5 liter V6 in the short bed.
Sure.
I mean that's definitely something that if you're not looking for all the horsepower or all the torque, maybe you're just going to run around town with it or something. Works great for that. It's about 300 horsepower. I'm not sure about the torque, but it's about 300 horse.
It's always good to be prepared because the 3-4 guys sitting in here, yourself included, we're like a bad rash. We never know where we're going to go.
Yes,
But we're all
going
over
to
the
show
place.
up.
right,
Yeah.
right. And everybody's here is like me, like a stealthy 230.
Nice, stealthy.
Hey. Okay, if you're not towing, say a toy hauler or a boat, and you've got the 6, what is it like climbing hills?
Climbing hills would be fine. I think mileage, you're probably going to be looking at about 18. Anytime you got a pickup truck, if you're getting over 14, you're doing good
fine,
on
yeah.
anything. Climbing hills, no problem with that. The transmission's got 8-speed transmission in there. So you're always in the right gear no matter what.
Well, that's the thing. Jerry and I have talked about this quite a bit. When you're buying a truck, it's a big investment. It's going to last a long time, but you really need to sit down and analyze, what am I going to do with this vehicle?
Right.
That's why that's why I'm asking about the motor packages, because not everybody needs the Cummins. But by the same token, most of us need something more than a V6.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Well, if nothing else, just to feed the manly side.
Yeah.
Well, say for instance, you're running up the Payson. You're running up the Payson, you're running up the Flagstaff. Nothing like accelerating up the hill.
And twice pipes.
Yes. And coming back down the hill, you make up for anything you lost going up the hill by coming back down because you do a little bit of coasting too.
I've seen their service department. I bet you can get cherry bomb mufflers on your new pickup truck.
I bet you can. In fact, that's one of the things Corey out there, the service manager, knows how to treat people right. So that's somebody else. When you come out, one of the experiences that you get at East Valley Nissan, and this is one of the things that they actually pride themselves in out there, is when you go in and buy a vehicle, they take you and introduce you to the service person. So you got your own service person you're going to be dealing with. You already get your first appointment set up. First oil change is complimentary out there, because we want you to take care of your Nissan with genuine Nissan parts.
You would see me once a month.
That's okay. That's good. We like to see people come out. Get your oil changed, get it taken care of. Like I said, Corey out there, the service manager, is just a great guy. His staff is friendly. They take care of what needs to be taken care of, and that's the main thing right there. And if you look at the results and all the what they do the surveys on, you can see in the surveys how good
for customer satisfaction.
Customer satisfaction is through the roof.
Well, that's the thing. The environment and the day and age we live in, we have our personal doctors. Most of us have multiple doctors for various things that we're
head
fighting.
Doctors.
We won't talk about the psych ward that he goes to.
We have attorneys and lawyers and this guy and that guy. You have to have a service advisor.
Yes.
I mean, that is the second most important guy or person in your life.
I think so too, because when you get that little rattle or you get that noise or, hey, my truck's doing that. And the good thing about it, everything's computer controlled now. So the technology that we have when you come in, if you got something going on, they plug in the little computer into it.
That leaves me out. That's why, Dairy Queen Doug Stricker, our marketing strategist, is here. He's turned into, the IT whiz kid.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's important. Now, you and I come from the old days where, if the
screwdriver and hammer.
Yeah, pretty much. If you can't fix it with that and some duct tape.
We still carry the duct
100 mile an hour duct tape.
Yeah, exactly. But no, the service department out there, so whether it's sales, service, the parts department, we stock over $6 million worth of parts out there.
Yikes.
So chances are we're going to have what you need if you come in, needing something for your truck, for your car, for whatever you have. But if you're a Nissan owner, if you want to be a Nissan owner, East Valley Nissan's the place to go. You can find us out there at 6354 Test Drive in Mesa, Arizona.
I love that.
Yeah, US 60 Superstition Springs. You can see us from the freeway. I mean, we're real easy to see. We're easy to get to. We're friendly. Come on out and see us. Make sure and tell, either Jesus or Manny, you heard it here on Shake, Rattle, and Troll, and you want the Wally deal.
Yep, just follow the black marks.
You're scaring me. I want the Wally deal. You're going to look at me, oh, boy.
You want that with onion rings or fries?
Yeah, that was my next question. Yeah.
Extra grease.
Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, cool beans. I think the big thing here is just go out and look at these trucks. I've looked at them. Again, the thing that's very impressive, they got a wonderful front end and a lot of room on the inside. And ergonomically correct from a pilot standpoint.
Yeah, absolutely. The aggressive styling on the front end of this Nissan, if you're in front of it with a Prius, and one of these roll up behind you, you're thinking it's a Mack truck, man. I mean, it's got a great front end. It really does.
Now, for a lot of us, off-roading is a big deal. Can we kind of pick and choose our
two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or
the suspension package?
Oh, yes, yeah. Yeah, well, no, you can't. There's an off-road package.
Okay,
then you're
that's what I'm getting at.
Right. There is an off-road package. So it does come equipped with off-road with better springs, raised up a little bit and everything. Probably the biggest deal there is the shift-on-the-fly transmission. Jerry was talking about the switch on the dash isn't like the old. You used to have the rod sticking up through the floor with the transfer case, and you had to get out and lock the hubs and everything. Now,
God, I love those days.
Yeah, not anymore, man. Not anymore. All it is a little switch on the dash. You turn it two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive high, or four-wheel drive low. It takes care of everything for you.
Nice.
Yeah. Going down the road on the fly, shift on the fly. Do it all the time.
I remember getting out and always unlocking in the worst weather, the worst rain, the worst mud. You slip, slide. Now you can do it just sitting.
Well, you never locked them until you were stuck.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
that was the problem.
Back in the days of the 235 6-cylinders, gotta love it.
I just looking at that picture you got there, where this little step is on the back there. As many of us that's got four-wheel drive, it really helps to have that extra step. especially when you get to be over 25 like Don,
Yes. Yeah. or if Don's out with me, we get him down on his hands and knees, and I step on his back to get him back. There's nothing like jumping up on the tailgate on your knees, and it just kills your knees.
Oh, I know.
I swear. So that added step they have on the back bumper right there, is an accessory you add to it. It makes it a one-step deal. You one step up onto the back, and you're not on your knees. You're on your feet.
Nice.
Yeah.
That really is nice. Yes, it is.
Yep. That's another one of those things you make friends with real quick when you whack your shin when you're not trying to get in the in the back of the truck.
I do that all the time. Actually, I just sit there and stare at hubcaps all day long with all the trucks going by me. Sitting in the Prius.
Yes.
Meanly, and I look over and I see the hubcaps. It's hard. I'm not looking down at anything or anybody.
Today's your day. They're taking trade-ins on Priuses.
Man, I'll tell you. Yeah. We'll give you double what it's worth.
You know what? After I've already told them I'm only getting 36 miles per gallon, the value has decreased every second.
Well, they'll have a HSUS representative out there to take custody of the hamster.
First time
we know you're not feeding them.
The first time we ever went out anywhere together, he rode in the Prius. We went up to Sholo.
Under duress.
He jumps in the Prius and goes, okay. And I looked at him. I said, "You got the apples?" He goes, "What?" "I got the apples." He goes, "What the hell I need apples for?" And I said, "I got to feed the hamsters, man."
About halfway up.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Listen, we've got about 45 seconds, Wally. God love you, man. Good seeing you. Thanks for coming down. You can find Wally out at East Valley Nissan. Check out the new Titan truck package, especially with that Cummins diesel. Who do we call? Who do we see?
Okay, 480-324-8800. Ask for Jesus or Manny. Tell them you want that Wally deal.
The Wally deal.
I swear it's something I'm going to eat.
I know it. With pride. All righty, hey, we're going to flip into a break when we come back. Left Coast, Captain Bill. See if we've got an angry ocean. I'm Don McDowell.
Special K.
Jerry Tate.
Wally Cahill.
Yep, and Dairy Queen Doug at the helm.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Bungalow Bill, what did you kill? Bungalow Bill. Hey,
all righty, without further ado, we are going aboard the good ship Malahini with Captain Bill Wilkerson over on the left coast. Good morning, good Captain.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you guys doing today?
We are having way too much fun. It should be criminal.
The term cold and rainy mean anything to you guys in Arizona?
It does. We're getting a taste of it. We've had about a 30-degree temperature drop. We went from around 100 down into the 60s. Rumor has it it's coming from your neighborhood, so quit it.
Oh, I would say yeah. That's probably correct. We were 72 yesterday. We're 52 this morning.
Ooh, I like it. Morning, Captain Laidback.
Hey, good morning, KJ. How you doing today, my brother?
Good. I'm back from the mountains. It was I stepped out of the truck Friday morning, and it was 45 degrees. And then I heard it was down here in the valley, it was 105. So that's a 61-degree temperature difference.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And he was in his shorts, too.
You weren't supposed to be looking.
Oh, guys, it's been a pretty interesting week. Start out Sunday. Sunday we got off the dock with, I think it was 24 anglers. They had 15 bluefin tuna and 7 yellowtail or something like that.
Wow.
Monday we set at the dock. Tuesday we set at the dock. Wednesday we set at the dock. Just no people. We got off the dock Thursday with 14. They had 20 bluefin tuna.
Whoa.
And a yellowtail. Friday we got off the dock with 24 people. And we had 18 bluefin tunas. And all these tuna that we've been catching here this past week have been in the 18 to 30 pound range.
Good.
Excellent type fish for the type of people we carry. Yesterday we got off the dock. It was victory at sea. We wound up with one. We fished the Coronado Islands. We wound up with one yellowtail and 3 barracudas and 20 rockfish. So, I mean, it's definitely a different contrast. The overnight boats or the 3/4 day boats that fished offshore got blanked yesterday.
Really?
So, yeah, just the weather is horrible.
What are the what are the seas running? Pretty lumpy out there.
Yesterday afternoon, I got video from Captain Mike, and yeah, it was Victory at Sea. You guys ever seen that TV show, Victory at Sea?
I did a long time ago.
Yeah, you remember the opening credit? How it started? That's pretty much what it looked like out there on the Pacific Ocean yesterday.
That was
very
nasty.
jacked up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Taking water over the wheelhouse. Not going to be a good
I
day.
don't want to do that.
It was nice until about 11:30, 12. Then it started to get with it, and then on the way home, it's like he had to go east or west. He couldn't go north in order to get home.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He would have to tack into the east, then tack back up swell, then tack back down swell again. Yeah, it was pretty horrible.
Yeah, that's really when,
pretty horrible.
Malahini's having an issue.
I am not doing
that's
that.
a big vessel.
It was
JK,
horrible.
sometimes you don't have a choice.
Oh, no, I can have a choice because I'm going to look at the weather. I don't care if I drive all the way to San Diego and I sit there. I'm going to know what the weather's going to be for the next 12 to 18 hours, or I will not go out. Period. End of story.
You know, I mean, it's all part of the fun, guys. Come on.
It starts with F. It's a word that begins with F, but yeah.
Yeah, fun.
F you, yeah. No.
Yeah, we're going to have to treat him like Mr. T on the A-team. We'll just sedate him, put him on the boat. When he wakes up, it's over.
Exactly.
You're there.
I'm not sure what's been going on here with the weather lately. I mean, you have 3 good days, and then you have this stuff.
Yeah,
we need the rain, but
it's the Russians doing it. I'm telling you, it's Putin manipulating the weather patterns.
Wait till October, then rain all you want.
That's true.
That would be my thinking about the whole thing.
Yeah, but the whole thing is you're out there, and it's a very experience, whether it is with the bad weather or the good weather. It's always an experience that you will never forget.
You are 100%
There you
correct.
go, KJ.
100% correct. That's what we sell. We sell an experience. And I'm being dead serious. We sell an experience. I can control where the boat fishes. I can control what the boat does. I have control over the crew members that work, on the boat. But as far as the fishing aspect, yeah, we fish all day long. Hopefully the fish are going to bite for us. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why they
have
call
no
it fishing,
control
not catching. You know that.
Come on.
People in California don't realize that.
Well, again, look at the clientele you're dealing with there. They expect it. It's a given. As a matter of fact, it should be made part of the government mandate that if they go on the Malahini, they're each coming off with 1.5 fish.
That's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's true.
And if that were really true, then my boat would be full every day. I'd have no sick.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd be okay. I would be all right with that. But back to reality.
Well, here's JK's reality. Rumor has it yesterday he stopped at KFC for the new Hillary deal.
Yep.
He got two fat thighs, 2 small breasts, and a bunch of left wings. So, I mean, do the math.
Yeah, it's a Kentucky Fried meal.
Bunch of left wings. I like that. There's 2 things I don't talk. That's religion and politics, guys.
No, we're just talking lunch here. That's all we're talking about. Just lunch.
Hillary, left wings, got it. Okay, now we're on the subject. Where did this left wing and right wing come from, anyway?
I have no idea.
Something
The history
to
behind
ponder.
it.
Yeah, something to ponder.
Okay, you stumped the professor, so we're gonna look into this, and we'll have an answer next week for you, where the terminology left and right wing came from.
Why are there elephants and what's the other one? Donkeys?
The jackass, yes.
Yeah, why are there elephants and jackasses? Makes no sense to me.
Well, on behalf of one of them, they just can't help it.
My granddaughter brought this up to me. and she's 8 years old.
That's typical. They ask the best questions. Like, why do they have those symbols? Those make no sense. Why do you have a bear in a bull market? In the stock market.
Are we going to go down that road?
Yeah,
I didn't start it. Captain Laidback did that.
Sounds like a Townsend moment, Tater. Why do we park in the driveway and drive in the parkway and on and on?
Yeah.
It never quits.
Gentlemen, I have an answer for you for the
Darn
left-wing, right-wing. It was actually a reference to where the politicians sat during the French Revolution.
Are you serious?
Yes. One group sat on the left wing of the hall, the other group sat in the right wing of the hall.
Huh.
Really?
And that came from France, of course.
Of course it did.
Croissants and left and right wing.
Well,
Here's one for
the
you.
French are the ones that are responsible for Cinco de Mayo.
That's true. Yeah, I knew that.
That was the Battle of Pueblo in
They lost.
1862.
And they got their butts handed to them.
Yeah, they did. Got whacked
I have
500 of them.
one more for you guys.
Oh, boy.
Abraham Lincoln, was he a Democrat or a Republican?
Neither.
I don't know. I thought he was Republican. I
Go,
thought he
Doug.
was Republican.
He ran, I believe, as basically an independent.
Yeah, he ran as an independent, but he was a Republican.
Got it. Gotcha. I remembered that one.
A lot of people had this misconception that he was a Democrat. I'm like, no.
No. The
He
Democrats
was
and the
not a
Republicans
Democrat.
have flipped sides over the past century and a half.
Well,
If you were
we
a
go
Democrat,
back-
we'd be in a lot worse shape than we are right now.
if we go back into history, if you will, it was the Democrats who wanted to keep slavery in place. It was the Republicans
Of course it was.
who wanted to abolish
Yeah,
slavery.
that's right.
You are
Now-
dead on.
Now, with that being said, it is the Democrat, and I'm talking politics. Oh my goodness!
Hey, I was just going to ask if that was a bluefin or a yellowtail. You know?
Who I think is going to do the best job. Let's say that right now.
There you go.
But it is the Democrats now who want to keep government as big as it is.
Yeah.
I'm all with being conservative. I'm all with, if you're going to do what you're going to do, you're going to pay the price of what you're going to pay the price.
All right.
You want to go to work, go to work. You don't want to go to work, well, you're going to live wherever it is you're going to live because you're not working.
Well, Bill, I didn't want to get involved in the political side of this, but it's the Democrats that want to restrict and keep you off the water. They
Yes,
want
they
us
do.
off the landscape. They're managing by restriction. They just don't want us
Agreed.
hunting, fishing, or anything.
Agreed 100%. That's why I said before I segued into that, I am not a Democrat. I am not a Republican. I am a person who I feel is going to do the best job. That's all I am. That's what I'm about.
You are an independent, and I am too.
No, I'm William.
No, you are Captain Laidback.
Okay.
I'm Captain Laidback. Right
Did
on.
you have something funny for breakfast? Because you're awfully live today.
So much for that tuna fishing stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like you had a bowl of left wings to me.
Oh, you're killing me.
All right. God bless you, Captain. We got to go to a break. Hey, if you get a chance, run down and check out the new Titan trucks with the Cummins diesel.
Love your show.
All right, buddy. We'll check it out next time. Captain Bill, HM Landing. Check them out.
Don't go away. More of Shake, Rattle, and Troll is coming up.
Visit and stay at Arizona's Five Diamond RV Resort at beautiful Lake Pleasant. The Pleasant Harbor RV Resort and Marina features 254 full-service fenced RV sites, 60 campsites with power, water, cabana covers, and barbecues, virtually unlimited dry camping opportunities. Registered guests enjoy numerous amenities, including a swimming pool and spa. Come for the day, week, month, or longer. Plan to spend your next special occasion with us, whether RVing, boating, planning a birthday, wedding, company picnic, or family family reunion, our venue is able to accommodate activity. Take advantage of the full-service marina with 2 launch ramps, boat rentals, kayaking, stand-up paddling, guided fishing trips, and more are available. Experience AZ at its finest, the 5 Diamond RV Resort and Marina destination, the Pleasant Harbor RV Resort and Marina. Visit our website, pleasantharbor.com, or call for reservations, 800-475-3272. That's 800-475-3272.
H&M Landing, the oldest and finest sports fishing landing on the West Coast since 1935. H&M's premier sports fishing fleet has over 30 sport fishing boats to choose from for 1/2, 3/4 day, or extended long-range trips, everything to make your deep-sea adventure a trip of a lifetime. Rent or bring your own gear. Book now at hmlanding.com or call them at 619-222-1144. H&M Landing, San Diego, California, where the weather and fishing are always great. H&M Landing.
Are you tired of untangling your fishing line when you should be fishing? Have you been injured by loose treble or single hooks? If you answered yes, then you need to get the Fish Clipper. The Fish Clipper is the first safety clip product that secures your fishing tackle to your fishing rod. The Fish Clipper is removable, durable, and field tested for approval. Protect your children, yourself, and pets, and keep your fishing rods tangle-free. See our video at fishclipper.com, and I'll promise you'll get hooked on the Fish Clipper.
Available at Fisherman's Choice, Liar's Corner, and the Hookup.
Happy fishing, y'all.
Who are employers and grad schools looking for these days? Critical thinkers who have honed their skills. And by joining the Army Reserve, you'll develop advanced skills and real expertise, and earn a salary and bonuses to help pay for your plans. Get that added edge in life. To learn more about part-time opportunities in the Army Reserve, stop by the Surprise Army Recruiting Center at 17014 West Bell Road in Surprise. Or call an Army representative at 623-972-2438. That's 623-972-2438.
Earn the skills and knowledge to overcome life's greatest challenges, no holds barred. Dark Horse Unlimited, for the outdoor enthusiast. Effective, real-world training that is field-tested and combat-proven. Learn urban and wilderness survival, tactical firearms, 3D combatives hand-to-hand training, home invasion defense, preparedness planning, and much more. Let the professionals at Dark Horse Unlimited get you ready for whatever life throws your way. Because a Dark Horse wins, no matter the odds. Be a Dark Horse. Be unlimited. For more information, visit darkhorseunlimited.com.
If you're a serious angler, or if losing a fish during a tournament could cost you thousands of dollars, then you need to have the best equipment available to compete. A fishing rod will make the difference in catching the fish or never sensing that the fish had picked up and dropped your bait. As all saltwater anglers know, a quality-built rod is the only way to successfully land that sport fish of a lifetime. Rim Country Custom Rods in Payson, Arizona builds all types of fishing rods for serious and professional anglers. Whether you fish saltwater or freshwater, Rim Country Custom Rods can build a custom rod for an angler and his specific style of fishing. They also do all kinds of fishing rod repairs, from guide replacement to broken reel seats. Call James Guggenauer of Rim Country Custom Rods for a free quote, or if you have any questions related to fishing rods. Rim Country Custom Rods can be reached at 480-495-1351. 480-495-1351. Rim Country Custom Rods for serious and professional anglers. 480-495-1351.
All righty, we're back. Hey, this segment is brought to you by East Valley Nissan Titan Trucks. 6354 East Test Drive out in Mesa.
I get to go see either Jesus or Manny.
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Jesus or Manny.
And ask for
the Wally deal with mustard.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Yeah, check them out. You know, it's worth the drive out there. Phone number is 480-324-8800. Tater, what have you been up to, my friend?
Well, just working on the deer catchment tanks with JK here.
You know, shovel boy. You guys did a great job. What was the final outcome?
The nice thing, and this is fascinating. We have what is now commonly known as a burrow-proof catchment.
Really?
Yep. The 3-bar that we put in, and Tater and I did over 100 bags of cement, 60-pound bags between he and I, that we mixed and poured, and we set the lines for all of the pipes all the way. And we finished off that one on Sunday. We drilled the holes, we dug them out, we set the pipes, and then we poured the cement. And we ran that line the whole length of the way. So we were busy. And then the Game and Fish guys go, we don't really want to take back any of the cement bags. So he brings the pallet over and he goes, go for it. So we laid cement in front of the walk-in trough so that it was a nice slope going up to it. It looked good when we were done. Tater's really good at, finessing the cement, and I'm good at just dumping them and mixing them.
Okay, so when does cement become concrete?
See, this is another technical question I knew he was going to ask me.
It's cement in the bag. When you put water in it, it becomes concrete.
Thanks, Don.
You're welcome.
By the way,
Did you get to weld?
No, they wouldn't let me. Oh, thank you. You ducked out when we got red flagged on Saturday.
Hey, I wanted to keep going.
I know you did.
It's not the Coast Guard. Just
yeah. Well, your grandsons learned the art of using
the
some
fire hose.
Oh, well, not only that, but they were drilling for us. They were putting the screw guns on, and those boys were bending over, back and forth, back and forth. I have some really good pictures of those two. They did a TJ's a little slower than Max, but Max is like a beast, just like his dad. Drill, go. Screw it in. By the way, just so you know, one of my hot buttons has been the Tano National Forest, and they're doing this study on the Tano for the National Scenic Rivers. They're trying to maintain the integrity of the Salt River, of course. And Mr. Unmock sent us the estimates at how Governor Ducey wanted to know, just curious, how many horses we got in that Salt River area now? Over 430.
That was an actual head count.
Yep, that was an actual survey by Game and Fish. So 430 horses. Now, here's the other thing. One of the Game and Fish guys was at that catchment with us, and he said as soon as they were done there, they had to go down to another one where the burrows had broken in. In 1 week, however many burrows were in that area consumed 5,000 gallons of water in 1 week.
Wow.
5,000 gallons. Now, I wonder how much water is consumed by 432 horses, how much is eaten along the riparian areas, how much damage is done. But no, we got to pay attention to all the bleeding hearts and all those people who love horses. So what are we going to have in 4 years? We're going to have almost 900 horses. Think about that, the damage that's going to go on. And unless we start importing horse-eating mountain lions, we've got troubles. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Yeah. All because of public persona perception that these are wild animals and they're beautiful and everybody should see.
They don't get it.
They don't.
Honestly, they don't.
Nature has to be controlled with all our wildlife.
Yep.
Has to be controlled.
We just don't have the resources anymore. You can't let one species become the dominant species and just destroy everything for all other wildlife out there.
Well, that's true, and I want to talk a little bit. Doug and I spent a number of days in southern Arizona.
By the way, yours was the most interesting trip of the week by far.
Well, JK, here's the deal. I've been asked why. We are the dominant species, and it's the Democrats that make up a large part of the problems for the environment. They profess to be environmentalists, first of all. Okay? And my tie-in on the border, and we can tie this into what you're talking about as well, is, quite frankly, they don't give a damn about the environment, especially in southern Arizona. We've got a jaguar. They're restricted 775,000 acres because of that cat. I get that to a certain extent.
No, you don't. No, don't go there. Okay.
Hang on. Here's the tie-in. They support open borders.
Correct.
That's jeopardizing national security. In our case, state security is putting the civilian population at risk. Your family, my kids, even Doug when he sneaks across the Utah border. And when it comes down to that's bad enough. But when they start harping about the environment, they have no idea what's happening in the environment. We're seeing water catchments abused, stress on wildlife, subsistence hunting, poaching, tons and tons and tons of trails where trails don't belong by foot traffic, the trash, the garbage. In the desert. And it's just, it's beyond me how we let them get away with that. And that's the Sierra Club, the CBD, the Guardians of the Earth, and on
Defenders
and on.
of Wildlife. Yeah.
It is. It's just crazy. And on top of that, they're not the ones in the field. If it weren't for hunters and anglers, there would be no conservation, period. There would be no budget for it. That comes from our purchases through the PR money and the excise tax.
Yeah.
That's
Dingle Johnson, Pittman Robinson. Otherwise, you got nothing.
So, that said, back to you, Tater.
I think it's time to go fishing.
You got any comments? You were there. You did a wonderful
I
job.
tell you, there was the most incredible 2 days that I've been involved with. You see things and hear things that you wouldn't. The normal person doesn't hear about.
No, and you know what? The media doesn't want us.
And
to
they
know.
don't tell you the things you need to know.
No.
I mean, granted, these guys kind of open up a little bit, but if we're going to get this straightened around, we got to pay attention to these guys.
Very much so.
We got to listen to them.
Okay, more on that when we return after the top of the hour. Right now, again, we have a very uncomfortable roll call for May 7th, 2017. We lost another U.S. Navy SEAL killed in Somalia. He was killed on Thursday fighting a terror group, Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda's third largest affiliate there in Somalia. It appeared to be the first combat death of a U.S. service member in Somalia since 1993. 2 other SEALs and an interpreter were wounded in a gunfight in Somalia. And as always, our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to this guy. We don't have his name right now. DOD's a little bit slow getting this information out, but we'll get it out next week for you. Okay?
Yeah, Deputy Sheriff Mark Burbridge out of Pottawatomie County Sheriff's Office in Iowa, Monday, May 1st, 2017. He was 43 years old. He was shot and killed at the Pottawatomie County Jail in Council Bluffs as he and another deputy returned 2 inmates to jail after a court appearance. One of these guys decided that he didn't want to stay there any longer, so they overtook the officers, stole the transport van, and fled from jail. Shot both of the deputies, and he shot a citizen nearby when he attempted to carjack the man. Abducted another citizen and forced her to drive to Omaha, Nebraska, where police officers, after releasing the woman, he was taken into custody following a high-speed pursuit. Charged with numerous felonies related to the carjacking and weapons possession, and the guy had just been sentenced to 55 years in prison after pleading guilty to murder. Deputy Burbridge had served at the Pottawatomie County Sheriff's Office for 12 years.
As always, our heartfelt condolences, thoughts, and prayers go out to these folks' family and the units they serve with. It's the price of freedom, both abroad and domestic. I'm Don McDowell. Give it a thought. We are back. Joining me is the man that fears no turkey.
Yeah, turkey sure don't fear me either.
And
They must. You're not seeing them.
Jerry Tate's in the house. Doug Stricker in from St. George, Utah, and joining us from somewhere in the western expanse of Arizona. Bobby Wright, the president of the ACCA. Bobby, what's happening, man?
Good morning, gentlemen. How are we?
We're having too much fun.
Sounds like you're talking about turkeys and all.
Yeah, it's fun hunting them, that's for damn sure.
Turkeys in a Prius. You can do the math on that.
Oh,
here we go.
I'm not touching that one, Don.
No, I'm going to pass on it myself. He's taking a pretty good blistering this morning anyway. Hey, give us a rundown. How'd your event go?
Went absolutely amazing. We had last Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we had 138 cat fishermen and women register for the 7th Annual Flat Cat Classic out at Bartlett Lake. Started Friday night, weigh-in Saturday and weigh-in Sunday. Throughout the whole weekend, I weighed in a total of 49 flathead for a grand total of 1,071 pounds with an average of 21.72 pounds of fish.
Whoa! Average?
Average.
What was big fish?
Big fish was 50.30 pounds taken by Ace Seiler.
Good grief.
Top 10, it required a 41-plus pound fish to make it in the top 10 and a 27-pound-plus fish to make it in the top 15. So,
now you're tagging all those too, aren't you, Bobby?
Yes, sir. We tagged every one of them.
Nice.
So, was an amazing event with some numbers that we've never seen before. It's amazing what a full lake for 3 or 4 months will do. So I'm really excited to see what a full lake for a year will do. So congrats to SRP for leaving Bartlett full for at least the last couple of months.
Nice.
Yeah, something tells me they didn't really have a choice, but anyway.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. But we'll touch on that on another show.
Yeah, right on. What was the prize situation? You have prizes, prize money. How'd you handle it?
Yeah, we had actually had quite a few raffle prizes donated from Sportsman's Warehouse and a couple of other sponsors. But first place took just over $3,000. Second place took just under $2,000, and third place took, I think, $900. We also have a separate category for fourth and fifth. The main event only pays first through third, and then we have side pots for fourth and fifth, and then the heaviest carp category. So paid out fourth and fifth, and we also have a heaviest channel, heaviest carp, and our kids event.
So basically, you guys don't discriminate.
No, we don't discriminate at all. We're paying
Okay.
for heaviest channel, carp, kids, flathead, all that. So
Carp, kids, flathead. What's the odd fish there? It's the kids.
No, we had a. I apologize if I'm wrong on her age, but I want to say a 9-year-old little girl from Camp Verde came down with her dad and fished the event and took home about a 4-foot tall kids trophy with her. I think it was a 15-pound and 15.6-pound flathead that she skunked Dad with on the weekend. So congrats to Emma Berner. She did a phenomenal job last weekend.
Well, I would be remiss, and I don't want to upset Mr. Kolazar. How many hot dogs did you consume?
Oh
no. Just over 200.
There you go, J.K.
That is just so. Tell me there were none of the Vienna sausages there, please.
Nah.
No.
That was bait.
The big, yeah, no, we do this event that we traditionally do a lunch for everybody. So that's the only hot dogs that I believe were consumed were the ones at lunch. I don't think there was any thrown in the water. So
there you go.
I'm feeling so good. Gastronomic delight. ACCA members all going hot dog up.
All right. So when's the next ACCA event?
July 14th, 15th, and 16th out at Bartlett. We have our summer derby that we're putting on.
Please tell me that's a night tournament.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
It is, yeah. Yeah, all our events start on Friday. They're traditionally 3-day, 2-night events. So there's plenty of time to sit out there and sweat.
Nice.
Just so wonderful. It sounds so appealing.
Yeah, done it though?
No. And there's bugs and things that crawl in your boat at night too.
Yes, there is, Mr. John.
Ugh.
We still need to get Mr. Don out there, though. He's been threatening to go for like the last 4 years.
Yeah, he's the water boy. Get him out there.
Yeah, man.
I called him a couple weeks ago, and he wasn't having it.
Did you have any issues with snakes out there?
No. Last year we had one of our registrants. His dog was bit by a snake. He had to leave and get that taken care of. But this year we didn't have nothing yet, anyways. So
yet is the operative term.
Yeah, we're out there enough. It's you're bound to cross paths with one of them. So,
well, that's what happens. We did learn something from the Border Patrol and talking to them. When they're out running through the desert at nighttime. Doug asked Agent Hernandez, "Well, do you wear snake chaps?" He goes, "Nope. I'm either the first guy or the third guy."
You never want to be the second guy. That I know.
He goes, "Nope. I walk past snake, piss him off, and he bites the next guy."
Well, he commented that he just kept walking fast, no matter what.
Don't give him time to think about it.
That's right.
He got it figured out, didn't he?
Yeah, man. Hey, well, we appreciate you doing what you do for the catfishing community. Great job, Mr. President.
I appreciate it, Mr. McDowell. Appreciate what you're doing for conservation and for the likes of sportsmen here in the state of Arizona as well. So
I appreciate your kind words. We're going to keep up the fight because it is a fight, Bobby.
Oh, it's a fight. Yeah, I watch what's going on, but I see it. So we're here. We got your back, and Arizona's back. So
Roger that. Hey, we appreciate you. We'll look forward to having you in the studio real soon.
Real soon, we'll get down there real soon. I'll bring you some hot dogs.
There you go. I am all in.
Oh yeah, you are all in. Go for it. Yeah, knock your socks
As
off.
part of the Wally deal with mustard.
Why not donuts? It's clean.
Donuts and hot dogs?
No, just donuts. You don't have to have
I
hot
don't
dogs.
have a problem with donuts and hot dogs.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
just think of it this way: you slice a maple bar long ways.
You've done that.
You put the hot dog in there.
You are disgusting.
Sprinkle it with
Stop
a
it.
little bacon.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
No.
I mean, even Josh has got me a thumbs up. I mean, that's good stuff.
I see a bathroom run coming. As soon as that one goes down, yeah.
Several bathroom runs.
Yeah.
That is the true run for the border. Yeah. All right, Bobby, you take
Good
care.
job,
God
Bobby.
bless you, man.
All right, gentlemen. Have a good day.
That is the best fishing with those guys.
They're nuts, but I like the way they do it. They do it in style. You're not beating yourself up running all over the lake.
Nicest group of people you ever want to be around.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and
Wow.
it's continuous from Friday all the way through. There's no day or night fishing. It's the total fishing.
Chaos.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
That's great. Everybody gets out there to experience what they want to experience.
You know, I get 150-pounder. I'm coming back in and saying, "See ya."
Yeah.
Beat me.
Enough with these bugs.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, right on. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about post-spawn bass patterns.
Really?
You really? Post-spawn.
It's after the show. What's the big deal? You know, you're done spawning. What's the ref? Yeah, see you next spring.
Well, turkeys spawn, don't they?
No,
They spawn till they die.
no. Turkey's mate. You should have.
Well, the post-spawn pattern usually is a sandwich, a glass of iced tea, and a cigar.
Yeah, well, a cigar I could buy.
Okay. All right, that said, we're going to excuse ourselves and go to a break. All righty, we're back. A little post-spawn activity. What kind of advice do you have for the folks?
Well, because the fish are post-spawn, they're wore out,
Hungry.
they're not aggressive as they should be,
Yeah.
and you're going to have to really start hunting them, and you're going to find them on the drop-offs. They're going to move out to those areas where they drop off, and they got deep water near shallow water. It's just that simple, Don.
What right now would be, let's target Lake Pleasant, perhaps secondarily Roosevelt. What technique would you employ at this point?
Okay, it depends on the water temperature which I'm seeing and the clarity of the water. Then I'm going to be looking, say it's muddy, cloudy, dingy water, visibility maybe 3 feet. I'm going to be looking somewhere around 10 to 12 feet. If it's in the clear water and your visibility is 10 to 12 feet, then we're going to be looking at 20 to 25 feet. Now, right after the spawn, the females will go up in the shallows and they'll lay in the sun, rejuvenating their body system.
Their
And
tan, working
yeah,
on the tan.
yeah, it's that. But the males will be guarding the little ones, and you can target the males real easy. So,
What do you use, like Cincos and worms and?
you know, for the shallow fish, Cincos and flukes and stuff like that in the dingy water up around the shores. But when you go out, I prefer a jig or a Carolina rig.
Yeah.
So that I can move it fairly slow and stay in total control. I don't particularly like the drop shot at this time of the year. It's not that you can't catch them. It's just my preference. Because I want to stay in contact with that bottom, because most of those pre-spawn fish are going to be hanging close to bottom, getting their bodies reconditioned. So, and again, fish start spawning in January in Arizona. There are places on the lake that the fish start spawning, and I have seen them spawning on Lake Pleasant in October.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's been an argument or a point of contention with the department for years. Not so much with Cantrell because he gets it, but going back to Chief Riley and back in those days, even Kurt Young to a certain extent. Now we only got one spawn, maybe a second one, but you and I know there's 3 or 4.
Well, absolutely. And
so all you have to do is look at the size of the fish.
Absolutely.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, it's the answers are there. You just have to look at it. And I'm not, the fishing game have to do their job from their prospect. But when we're out there looking at everything that's going on the water and all the fry, you take off with the little bitty fry, and then all of a sudden you've got 3-inch fry this time of the year. Well, naturally, there had to be another spawn. And then you see fry in the summer. And I seen one of the biggest school of fry, and I can't tell you what they were 2 weeks ago up there. It was like the entire body of underneath me was
just
dark
fry.
with fry. And they were only probably 3/8 of an inch long.
Really?
Yeah, they were really small.
So they were
fry.
fresh.
Yes.
How long does it take them to get to 3 inches? A year?
No. Depends on the nutrient they're consuming. And when we say nutrient, that's phytoplankton, zooplanktons, algae, and stuff like that.
I like your plankton talk.
There you go. But when they consume those high nutrient for those little fish, and again, when we have rising water like we've had a lot of nutrient come into the lake, and nutrient can come from all kinds of different waste and weed deterioration and everything like that. So the more, I'm going to say, trash that comes in those areas, the more food there is for everything, for the fry. So, and then, like you say, when you get those 3-inch ones and you've got little fry, and then you've got the 6-inchers, if they've got the right nutrient, a fish can grow to 11 inches long in a body of water if the nutrient is there.
How long does that take? A year?
A year.
Really, a year?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
11 inches in a year.
Yeah. Wow. And then there are exceptions to that rule that you could find some bigger, but yeah.
Some bigger, some smaller.
That's right. It has to do with their food consumption.
Yeah.
So, but again, you got some guys that like to throw a spinnerbait. I know that some fish are being caught on spinnerbaits and crankbaits, and
yep.
Don, you're one with the crankbaits.
Me too.
Yeah, but again, that's the crank and reel stuff. And you watch a lot of shows on TV, and they're showing you the crankbaits and how many different ones they are to use. They're just a tool. All they are is a tool to get to where that fish is laying. And again, here I go with depth, speed, size, action,
sure.
and color.
Absolutely.
Now, color's controversial. You like one color. I like one color. JK likes another color. It's what works for that fish. And you figure out what. And again, I like a guy going in front of me. Say Don's fishing in the front of a boat, and he's throwing a crankbait or a buzz bait or something like that, and he misses the fish. I'm coming back in right away with a drop shot or something very subtle.
Yeah.
And I'm going to catch that fish.
Curly tail grub.
Yeah. Oh, that, those curl tail grubs, they've been around for years.
Oh, yeah.
Gary Yamamoto makes one of the best ones out there, too.
He does.
And, but no, they're just tools to me. It's just like a mechanic or anything else. It's a tool. As far as having a special one, and there's prices for one price to the mega price.
Yeah.
And again, that's promotion advertisement stuff.
It is. It's interesting. JK mentioned the Cinco. This is a great time of year to be throwing Cincos.
Oh, absolutely. And I prefer them wacky style this time of the year.
What's wacky style?
You hook them in the middle or near the middle.
Yeah.
You want a erratic action.
Are you using a circle hook with a weed wire?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. You really need to use that, especially when you're this time of the year and you're around the brush, the trees, because you got a lot of vegetation that's been submerged with water.
Well, right in the tree.
Right. Yeah. And again, that's where the flukes were working about 2 weeks ago. You had to put it in a tree.
Yep.
And then that bite died. I mean, it just left. And what happened? I don't know. but we had to move out into a little bit deeper water on those extended points. So that tells me that the fish were in that post-spawn period coming out.
Well, there's a way to negate that no bite on a fluke. Go to a big heavy wire on a 5/0 wide gap. It's a little bit heavier than a normal 5/0 with about a half a finish nail or a nail weight right in the nose.
Right,
and get them to depth.
Yeah, you
twitch.
Again,
twitch,
it's a tool.
Twitch.
What we do to that tool is just like any mechanic. You can have a crescent or you can have a ratchet, and this is how I would describe them in a presentation. How do you want to do it? It's up to you. Slow fishing is slow fishing.
Crankbaits, what's your theory on crankbaits? This time of year I like to use, I have no problem throwing a DD22 in 10 or 12 feet of water and just beating the bottom.
That's exactly what you want to do. You're down there beating the bottom.
Pound it.
Yeah, and just keep it going. Whether it's a DD22 or I like to go to a little bit smaller one if I can get it to that depth.
Yeah.
That's my idea, because I just feel that they're not really coming on to the bigger base. Now, in some places they are, so you have to adjust to the lake you're
Well,
in.
I think this time of year, you can antagonize or agitate a bass to bite. They're going to eat for a number of reasons, but also they're extremely territorial.
That's correct. They are. Mm-hmm. And you can't aggravate them.
They actually share some human tendencies. Go ahead and wake me up when I'm having a nap.
That's right. Yeah.
Bad juju.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And the sound, the sound of the vibration of the crankbaits now, where they got the rattles and the all different kinds of noises, that gets their attention right away. With their lateral lines, the vibration goes through those portholes, vibrating the little minute hair like inside that sail. They know exactly where that sound's coming from, and they target it.
The lateral line is incredible.
It is. It's
like radar.
Yeah, it's been described in many different ways, but like the radar is a good thing. Good way of expressing it.
All right, good stuff. We'll do some follow-up. We're going to talk to the master Rod Smith himself, James Guggenauer, find out what happened with the Wild West Bass Tournament over on Roosevelt. Hey, if you're looking for a truck, check out the new Titan Cummins package, East Valley Nissan. Talk to Manny or Jesus at 480-324-8800. We'll be right back.
Well, the morning's kind of damp. I'm not worried about cutting the grass. Left my truck at the boat ramp and my boat is full of gas. My old boss thinks I'm sick today. He won't have me to harass. 'Cause I'm out here on the river and he can kiss my big old bass. Kiss my bass.
Yeah, man, we need to change that to Roosevelt. James, what do you think?
Yeah, I can go along with that, Don.
You have been a busy guy up there with the Bass Championship. Give us a rundown.
Hey, I'll tell you, great weekend in Payson. The Wild West Bass Trail was in, fished a 3-day tournament. We held a very successful weigh-in at Green Valley Park yesterday for the top 10 finishers. The winner of the tournament was Mike Perry and David Burns with 44 pounds.
Wow.
0.2. And that's pretty good for Roosevelt. That's a 7-fish limit. And then we also, second place was Mike Spain and Dustin Robinson. Third is Davis Hart and Jason Blavette. Fourth was Shay Moline and Todd Herman. And fifth was Clifford Perch and Buddy Randall.
There had to be a perch in the live well.
Yeah. Everybody was saying, I got to interview all these fishermen because I was lucky enough to host their pregame show leading up to the weigh-in. So we got to interview each of the anglers as they came off. And it is amazing talking to professional anglers, how they adjust almost to the 15-minute segment, changing bait, changing where they're fishing, and just constantly analyzing. Even going into the third day, they're still accumulating data and making decisions based on everything they've learned over the last 2 or 3 days. And it's impressive to listen to these guys' thought process as they fish these tournaments.
Did they give you a location where they changed from one day to the next? As far as the lake is 30 some odd miles long, whether they went north or south or east or west due to a situation they were faced with?
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the big drivers that pushed everybody was there's a algae bloom going on the salt end, and it's pretty bad. It actually goes from about Schoolhouse Ramp all the way down to Windy Hill, and that thing kept getting thicker and moving more towards the center lake, and it was almost like pushing the fishermen out of that area because they said up at the top that it was like pea soup. It was so thick up there. So they were adjusting to, they were trying to fish like the mud line right where the algae was. I talked to Ty Al, and that's where he was catching his fish, right on the edge of that algae bloom.
Huh.
And the other thing that was big is that we had one day that was windy, one day that was flat. So guys talked about power fishing with reaction type baits one day, and the next day it was Cincos and robo worms on a drop shot.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a huge lake, all kinds of different conditions all at the same time, depending on where on the water you are. Wow. What a great event. How was the community turnout to support the weigh-in?
Yeah, thanks for asking that. Down at Green Valley Park, I'd say there were probably close to 1,000 people that were there because there was an expo that went on before the weigh-in, and there was a gun reenactment in Junction 87. And when we started this pregame show that was live on the Internet, everybody just started to congregate around, and, I mean, they had a really good crowd there. We always do with the weigh-ins, but it's always fun to watch those things, too. So let me throw in here, too, that the winning team, between the Ranger boat and the cash, they walked away with over $26,000 for that win yesterday.
Woo. That's not bad for a couple of days' work.
Oh, yeah, that's not a bad deal. Now, that was a championship. That's the first championship event that's ever been held on Roosevelt Lake. So we're hoping they come back. Cameron Davis and the town of Payson and Gila County did a spectacular job of supporting this thing. I can't believe that me, just as a volunteer, it's just like free reign. Go do whatever you want, just make it successful. And so far, we've been pretty lucky. It's working out pretty well.
Well, you guys have been pretty blessed to have Mayor Kinney up there. You've got a new mayor, or sounds like you're getting him trained pretty well.
Yeah, Mayor Swartwood, yeah, he definitely came in with the right attitude. He might have been talking to Mayor Evans before he took over office, but it's been full support from his staff also.
Well, that's good stuff. What else you got going on up there?
Yeah, literally, I'm not kidding you. I ran from the pregame show that was a live podcast, hopped in my truck, drove over to the Madazelle Hotel and Casino, and 15 minutes later, I was on stage welcoming 350 people to the MSA banquet last night.
Wow.
So we sold out our banquet again, and I have no totals for you because it takes us a few days to figure this out. But we think we might have set a record last night for money that we took in. And as everybody knows, we keep repeating this at the banquet, that every dollar that the MSA brings in gets spent within a 20-mile radius of Payson. And
so that means that being said, that means you are definitely going to get the water catchment for the elk in your backyard.
I don't know if I could talk them into that one, but I wouldn't be opposed to it.
No, hell no. Hey, they've got to drink somewhere. That's the safe haven.
Yeah, might as well drink. Yeah, you're right. Hey, so we had 67 firearms that we raffled away yesterday. Ooh. And 5 compound hunting bows were in there. We had this spectacular fishing package. Listen to this fishing package. A guided fishing trip with Dennis Perch to go crappie fishing. He's one of the best crappie fishermen in rim country. A fly fishing guided trip with Jake Swartwood, who's one of the best fly fishermen in rim country. And then we couldn't go without an 8-hour guided bass trip with Clifford Perch.
There you go.
And that's all in one package, along with a bunch of fishing rods and reels and baits and stuff. So it was a huge success.
How did you miss a day in Hagler Creek Dennis Perch?
You know, we actually talked about that because one of the guys asked if he won the raffle, could he switch the crappie for a trout thing? And Dennis was like, "Oh yeah, that's no problem." So,
I'll tell you what, that guy's like a package of bologna, man. He's always ready.
yeah, that's for sure. And then, you know, we never get the rest up here. Next week is the wildlife fair down at Green Valley Park, and it's going to be a huge event. MSA is going to be there again, handing out food, and we look forward to it.
More hot dogs.
Hey, Don, if you come up this year, you might be surprised. We have a new member of the MSA who is a chef, and we kind of turned it over to him to see what he can come up with this year.
You know, I would be extremely disappointed not to have one of your wonderful hot dogs.
Sounds like a run to Circle K to me.
Yeah, well, no, I like the way they press the onions. You know? It's all good. All right, that sounds like a blast. Tell me a little bit about this June 3rd Monster Mutter coming up.
Yeah, that's Cameron's event, and you know that thing has grown from like a local community thing, and now there's people all over the country that come to run this thing. It's been written up in some of the top magazines for outdoor sports, and it's a bunch of obstacles that people go run through, and they come out of it, they're caked in mud, and they lose their cell phones and lose their keys, and I mean, it's a hoot.
We've got a participant right here. Are you going to run?
No, I'm not going to run it this year. I am not ready for that. But I will guarantee you anybody who took a cell phone on that run is an idiot. I cannot believe anybody would do that. Yeah.
Gee, that's politically correct and sensitive.
Thank you. No, I went through enough mud, water, drowned almost, and came out the other side, and I'm thinking, no way in the world would I have ever had a
well,
cell
they didn't
phone.
leave their keys in their cell phones. They left their brains.
Yeah, thank you. It's a tough course. It is a very tough
There's
course.
no doubt about that.
Well, listen, James, I have been talking to Cameron Davis. They're thinking very hard about bringing back the ATV rodeo. You're back on the hide, my friend.
You know, I keep paying them not to bring that thing back. 'Cause I know you're after me, brother.
Oh, what a great time! It's got to be a highlight in downtown Payson. James on the throttle. All right, listen, we got to get out of here. God bless you for doing such a great job, and I'm sure the angling community is ditto and appreciates all your hard work.
Yeah, hey, we appreciate Shake, Rattle, and Troll, Don. Hey, thanks for everything you do for us.
All right, next week, James.
Yes, sir.
Check him out. Best custom-made rod in the Southwest. RimCountryCustomRods.com. We're going to flip into a break, get this thing recapped, and it's Talladega today. Big Mike is going down.
Dreaming's free.
Yeah, I got to get that Danica Patrick shirt out of the closet.
Yeah, you're due.
I've had that 6 out of 7 weeks. Just sucks. And now he's going to retire. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
More of Shake, Rattle, and Troll is coming up.
All righty, I want to thank everybody for playing along today. I hope you learned a little something, especially about that new Cummins package in the Titan truck. Awesome stuff. We'll talk more about that before we leave. You have anything to add about running the border?
Well, frankly, I was so impressed with the way these guys operate out there, our Border Patrol and our Game and Fish people. It's amazing the chutzpah these guys got. It's attention to detail. And we were talking about this even when you're hunting and fishing. Sometimes there's certain things that just don't fit. These guys have been around so long that he's driving through town and he's saying, okay, sometimes you see something and it just doesn't fit in. We're running the border and he's checking the border itself for fresh trash, tracks, etc. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I don't know about you guys, but when you're doing that, your eyes are peripheral and you're looking for things even out in that thicket that says, whoa, hold it. That's not there. That's not there. It wasn't there yesterday, blah, blah, blah. And that's the kind of stuff that they look for, which leads them to these arrests, essentially.
These are some excellent trackers, Jake.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Tracking on hardpan, hardest thing in the world to do.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they do an amazing job. And I was also impressed, and the only comment I'll make is, by talking to these guys, we found out that there's been a huge increase in not just attention by the media for the last 4 or 5 months, but they're getting more cooperation. They're seeing more things. They're getting more help. It's coming, all right?
Well, there was no threat. They were operating with impunity during the Barack Obama administration. They're not now.
Oh, yeah.
No, they're not.
And this isn't people trying to come across the border for a job or a new life. These are big druggies.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
Yeah, interesting. You learned a lot. I know Don has too. Is how the cartel operates, how these mules operate. You know, they got Ford outposts for their lookouts that pay attention to everything that we do. Well, we do the same thing. So it's a battle over the border.
Watching.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, absolutely. You'd be in hog heaven down there with your glassing skills.
Oh, I would.
Oh, yeah.
Too bad they don't take old guys to just glass. You give them a two-way radio and just say, sit out there and watch.
We were looking at a mountain, and Dan was saying that's infiltrated with scouts, Mexican scouts. You don't see them, but these guys are so perceptive that a little bit of movement up there they catch.
Yeah.
And they're on glass all the time watching these guys. But to the average citizen, to the naked eye, you aren't going to catch them. You won't.
Yeah, I'm not even going to get into the technology that we're seeing down there. It's kind of a
you can't.
trade secret, but wow, you can't make a move down there. I did challenge him. I said, listen, we've got some guys in the ADA. Let's just say you drop us off at the fence, and we'll make our way through the cover, the washes and all of these little arroyos and all those kind of things. He goes, yeah, I've thought about doing that. To see how good you are.
So, I'd love to have somebody send me out and do that. See if I could get through.
Fun for you guys. But by the way, we've got a lot of imaging, video, et cetera. There'll be a lot on our website about this.
Well, talk a little bit about signing up for the Facebook, the likes, the newsletter, the new website, and all the
we're going great guns right
doing.
now. Our Facebook, both of them, the page and your profile, are just going through the roof. More people are signing up for the newsletter, so we're getting a huge reach. We're pushing that newsletter out nationally now, along with our Facebook profile and our whatever we put out there. Things are increasing. Our website itself is it's a growing thing. Websites are, and the more we talk about things that are important to people, sportsmen.
And you'll have something to say about the horse issue?
You think? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything you want to send me?
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
Easy to deal with. It's not like we're short of horses or
and you've
burros
got
in this state.
a ton of tater stuff up there on bass fishing.
I do. Yeah.
All good stuff. Yep.
Yep. If you're out there, folks, and you want to get involved with this organization, sign up for our newsletter. That's the first thing you want to do. Go to our website and check out, because it's updated on a daily basis, hourly basis sometimes. So we keep you informed nationwide.
Yep. That, and like us on Facebook. We appreciate your effort on that. Another newsletter you can sign up for. It's pretty informative. ArizonaBoatingAndWatersports.com and Western Outdoor Times. Anything to add on behalf of the AZSFWC and or the ADA?
You know, each one of the organizations, I mean, the ADA last week, we had the weekend project, and Tater and I spent an enormous amount of time behind bags of cement. The AZSFWC, we're looking for more affiliate members, and quite frankly, if anybody is making a living off of sportsmen in Arizona, you should become an affiliate member. And we've got some ways of making it. I mean, you donate something for $200 that we can use to raffle off on our website, and you become an affiliate member. And, people know how to contact me at elkhabitat@gmail.com. We're looking to expand that. We want to get more affiliate membership for those people who are participating in the outdoor community, whether it's hunting or fishing, and you want to give back in some way, shape, or form. And we're looking for those people.
That sparked a thought. You mentioned people making a living off of sportsmen. I want to caution you guys, the cartel is doing exactly that, stealing trucks at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's and Costco. Be careful where you park your truck.
And how you park it. Yep.
Just be wise in what you keep in it.
I'm worried about my Prius.
As well you should be.
I'm not.
Yeah, you put a lift kit on it, it's going to be downtown Ajo, dude. Wow.
With all that carrying capacity in the V.
Oh, it's a dead giveaway, man. It's got the camo seats and wow.
You can get at least 12 people in that car.
Oh, yeah, stack them handily. Anything to add on behalf of Jerry Tate, the Bass Professor?
Oh, just get out there and catch some of these nice fish, and remember to release the bass back in, because sometimes you can deplete the source. It's there, and you don't want to delete that. Catch and release, please.
Wax the stripers. They make wonderful tacos.
Stripies, white bass. All right. Even carp, guys. If you haven't ate carp, try it once.
Carp balls.
Huh?
I'm telling you.
They're smoked. They're good. Smoked carp I will eat.
I guarantee you I can fix it, and you will eat it and never know that it's a carp.
Sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, the only problem with that is you want to hang out shining shoes for a couple of days.
It tastes like chicken.
Oh, well.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good.
That's right. It is.
It's good stuff.
What?
There's a barometer of political correctness.
Where?
Yeah, you're at the far end of that spectrum. You're never going to find it. Don't worry about it.
Left wing, white ring, whatever.
Yeah. Well, thanks for that tidbit on where left and right wing came from. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's good information to have.
Good job.
I thought it had to do with it.
I'll have to do the research on where the donkey and the elephant came from.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's out there.
Oh, yeah. It came from two separate presidents' campaigns in different times. The Republicans was just after the Civil War, and the donkey was slightly before that. The gentleman that was running was being referred to as a jackass and was in turn using that on his campaign posters, kind of leaning into the
That's what I thought I heard.
And using that as his logo.
Sure.
And
very appropriate, I might add.
We're leaving that one alone. Not now.
What?
We got a source of information behind us.
Yeah, we do. We've been Googling.
Wow. That's been an interesting day. I want to thank Wally Cahill coming down from East Valley Nissan.
I want to see Jesus or Manny because I'm seriously interested in taking a look at these things.
You can find them at 6354 East Test Drive out in Mesa, right off the U.S., just south of the U.S. 60, and you can reach Manny or Jesus. Will you quit it?
I don't know why this is funny, but I just can't stop laughing about this damn thing.
Test drive, yeah, you got to love it. 480-324-8800. Titan with a diesel. They have other, I think that, they've got 3 other motor packages with the V6, the gas V8, the Titan package, all kinds of tow packages. In fact, you had asked during the break about suspension, and
I want the Manny special suspension. The Wally special. That's it. The Wally special, 2-on-1 heavy mustard.
Just ask for Wally.
Yeah.
That'll
I'm
be,
sure he'll tell me.
Coilovers with.
Don, do you know if this truck comes with leaf springs or coil springs?
Well, the off-road package is the Pro 4X. It's a coilover monotube shock with electronic locking rear differential, like positive traction.
Ooh, I remember positive traction.
Yeah, so that's a good.
There's a term you don't hear very often anymore.
Good solid ride. For any off-road package, very very efficient. Got to have it. So it keeps you out of 4-wheel drive most of the time.
Amen, brother.
Most of that stuff. So
good job down at the border, Donnie.
I appreciate you, man. We're out there.
We're digging,
looking out after you. So check them out, East Valley Nissan. Take your kids fishing, hug your bass boat, JK.
We're out
Good
of
luck on your truck. Tater, thanks for coming. Doug, as always, it's a pleasure to have you here. Anyway, take your kids fishing, hug your bass boat, and Mike, I'm coming for you.
Heidi ho.
Dreaming's free.
Shake, rattle, and roll. Shake, rattle.